Make his head unexploded. This is tremendous. There's an invention up down at the bottom of the wall.
Admiral, do you hope to see that?
I do.
But Admiral, would you say that this tube is...
This nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds. It was founded on the principle that all men are created equal, and that the rights of every man are diminished, and the rights of one man are threatened.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has...
We are live from Philippines. It's a Mike from To The Point podcast. I'm here with Leo and Vince. This is the Conspiracy Club 101 podcast that we do on the second Thursday of every month, unless there's a event happening or not. The internet is not that great, so we hope the audio is suffice.
Yes.
Sorry for the choppiness. Maybe an upload might fix it down the road, but it's whatever.
But before we get going, please don't forget to give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Don't forget that that's all we ask for this evening is for you guys to give us that like, give us that share, because that gives us a lot of algorithm for us here straight from Indian River County, Vero Beach, Florida.
Yeah, there is a good crowd here tonight, so it's definitely a little bit louder. If you can tell, it's a different camera setup than we usually do. Because of that internet issue, we have to kind of limit the bandwidth we soak up. So, a Conspiracy Club, I don't think, like, this is the perfect week, I think, for one of these episodes because with the Susan Guthrie conspiracy going on right now, the Epstein files, won't go away because it shouldn't, but you'll never hear the end of it.
You sent me a video earlier I watched about the Epstein files.
The
and
baby farm.
The baby farm.
Yeah, I don't know how much is in there. I didn't really pay much
And then the whole AI baby part, too, is what was really interesting.
I need to watch that myself. I caught about 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, I got to share this.
I'm not going to lie, I skipped some of the middle, but so I guess we can talk about that a little bit. But Epstein... So he was investing in Harvard. He was sending millions and millions of dollars to Harvard for their DNA department.
Right.
And in return, he got a key to their... He could go there anytime he wanted to. He had a key. And there's proof of this because there was an email that Harvard sent him because they had to change the keys, so there was a new key card in the mail.
Oh, so they sent him a new key.
So they sent him a new key card. And... what's believed, what he was trying to do he'd been working on it for many years, is he was looking to impregnate 20 women, and he was trying to start this baby farm. But the whole thing, the reason why he was paying all this money to Harvard so that he had access to their DNA labs and stuff was so he was trying to figure out a way to use DNA so that he could later on use AI to somehow control them.
I don't know. Like they say this guy is like, everything you're finding out about him, he was freaking brilliant. Not in a good way. Right. Like he was like an evil scientist type brilliant with the schemes he had and how deep they were woven. Just communicating with the guy will tarnish your freaking whole life.
What if he's still alive?
He might be. Who knows?
Nobody talks about him being dead. Everybody just talks about the island, but nobody talks about, hey, is Epstein actually dead? Everybody just talks about the island. Is he dead?
But could you imagine what kind of...
Hey, guys, this is John from TGI Now podcast.
Hey, John, what kind of money that would be worth if you could control people using AI? Like, you could control whole armies. You could have people that are just programmed.
Well, the Chinese have been wanting, and the Russians have wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And, the Army's done that.
I can't understand how they would ever get to that point where they could use AI to control a person. It's beyond anything I could figure out. That's for sure. Like, I don't understand how that would be feasible. But I mean, these people, they're figuring out stuff.
I mean, everything since everything since COVID is the truth. There's no more conspiracies.
Right.
So yeah, you're not gonna pull nothing past me. Aliens, I'm sure they're there.
Yeah,
But you
absolutely.
can't. Now, like if somebody's gonna be like fucking crazy, just believe it. Like prove it wrong first. You know, it's like, what's up, John? So what's we got a little different setup tonight. You guys got a couple tables and they're talking about different topics and stuff like that.
John's got a couple.
Who do you got?
Couple of conversations lined up. We're going to move out of the way here in a little bit, and they're going to get started.
Good, yeah. So we're doing a little different format. We got a lot of people here tonight, which I'm really glad. I mean, really appreciate you guys coming down, buying shirts, and supporting us, and and getting to know each other. I mean, this is a group of gathering of people that want to talk about these things, because sometimes they just can't talk about it with their coworkers or their friends or their family or whoever, or their kids. So it gives people a place to have a conversation. So I printed up some topics that I wanted everybody to like kind of look at and just go over a little bit. And I put it out there on Facebook, and I think Facebook has been a big help getting a lot of people here right now. So I put topics out, and people kind of numbered what topics they wanted to talk to, because they're a little bit intriguing, and some of them are, some of them we've covered before, but there's other ones that we haven't. So one of the main ones is like AI, like we've been talking about AI, the deep fakes, these pictures that you see that you don't know is real, and a shared reality, and then the collapse of the shared reality. And then we have another one called 15-minute cities, digital control grids. Wow. Ish wanted to talk about that, so we might bring him on. He's here tonight. So
that's good. Ish makes for a good conversation.
He does. And then we have climate disinformation as a national security threat. We got, this QAnon thing keeps popping up now all of a sudden, all this mainstream media about Q, and, people apologizing to Q. So some people want to talk about Q, and Tony Ray's here. She knows she knows quite a bit about that type of an operation that's supposedly going on here in our country and around the world.
There goes our strike on YouTube. Try to keep it away. Let's keep it now just for that YouTube.
Yeah. It's only for information purposes.
They've changed their. They've gotten a lot better, but they've gotten a lot stricter when it comes to any medical information. Yeah. Like you can get a strike for giving out like real doctor advised, but because you're not the doctor, some doctors have actually been flagged on YouTube. Yeah. For giving out like normal information. So like that, the medical thing, right now YouTube's all over that.
Oh, well, she wants to get into the birthright. The movie's coming out that talks about the our birth certificate and how our Social Security number is being traded. That we're being traded like cattle for the maritime law and the land of the law of the land. So she wants to talk about that, and maybe even do a viewing of the movie down the road. Like do the movie and have like a viewing party or something like that.
And that was Birthright.
Birthright, yeah. It just came out. TGI Now, we did a podcast about it maybe like 6 months ago, because I saw the trailer for it, so we kind of talked about it. So it's good to revisit that. So that's a good topic.
And that's got Ann Vandersteel's in there quite a bit.
Yeah.
A few others
that have been all over that. Yep. And then we have the moon landing doubts reignited. People are starting to question that a lot.
Well, Artemis 2 is going up around the moon and coming back. Yeah. So why won't he stop in for a visit? Right?
And then in 27, they're planning on landing on the moon again.
Oh, okay, there you go. So
like if we were there 60 years ago, why aren't we just making a pit stop now?
Exactly.
Right? Prove it to me.
So that's a little bizarre too. So we want to maybe revisit that.
But if you think about it, it makes you think like, how long has AI actually been out?
Yeah,
been out since, because I mean, you're telling me we landed on the moon, but I'm telling you, show me proof. Yeah. But you can't show me because it's AI, and you can't you can't rewind.
Recreate
it.
You can't rewind what you already put out. It's like
the receipt.
Right. It's like what we're putting out right now. We can't go back and say, oh, no, I never said that. Well, I did
there's
say
a receipt.
it. I'm looking at the camera right now. Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, right there.
And here's the thing.
It's not like I didn't say it, but now it's like you can't take it back and say, oh, we didn't. I didn't say that. Or
not only why wouldn't we have been back, but if we landed there and it was, why hasn't any other country tried to do it?
Well, they said they have. Yeah. Wow. They said they have.
Yeah.
But if you look it up, we've been there a few times. So I don't know. 60 years ago. There's nothing. I mean, first of all, knock out all the doubt.
I hear you.
What's there What are you going there
I
for?
know. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Why am I spending money on something that I
The
know
fucking moon.
I can't travel people
Elon
there?
wants to have a small town on the moon within the next.
Well,
10
you got to
to
have
15
like
years.
a fuel depot, but okay, you can do that. You can land autonomous equipment there and build stuff. And
Yeah.
Oh,
whatever,
I'm sorry.
but-
Did I say the moon? I meant Mars. He wants to build on Mars.
That's a different story because he wants to be an interplanetary
Yeah.
species to carry the blood on. But
Right.
if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
Sure.
And then Rondell from TGI Now, he's here tonight with Joseph, and he wanted to talk about the reptilian symbolism in pop cultures. I guess that's popping up a lot lately with these halftime shows and all this Olympic opening ceremonies,
Crazy
ritual stuff. So
Yeah.
So Rondell wants to get into that as well. So we got quite a few good topics.
Yeah.
We got a great crowd. Everybody's here enjoying pizza here at Filthy's. We want to thank Nick Novak and his wife Angela for allowing us to be here to do this at Filthy's. We really appreciate it. It's a great time. It's a great gathering. A lot of people are just having these conversations right now, and I think that's a big part of it. So
Hey, John, could you pass me one of those shirts so I can show the people that we have shirts here at Filthy's tonight? So make sure to stop by so you guys could go ahead and get one of these.
Buy a shirt
nice
or hit up
that we
John
have.
and we'll ship one to you.
Check that out. $20. Don't forget.
Right? $20?
$20.
Mike, weren't you sending one to Canada or something
John
like that?
John has,
I sent one to Canada and one to Arkansas, I think. Yeah,
That's
For
cool.
sure.
That's
So,
awesome.
if you
more of
I want a
those,
black.
the more of those we can sell, the more we can, the newer ones we can make, and different ones and whatever.
Yeah, no, it's great.
For sure.
Everybody seems to like them.
and make sure you get them because they are limited. We only have a certain amount.
Yeah.
And once they're gone because we will be making new ones.
Yeah.
There's
So
less than
once you
100
get-
of that.
For sure.
Less
So,
than 100 of that one.
Nice.
so in 25 years, you guys can say, hey, I got the original conspiracy shirt. For sure.
Right. Oh, that's funny. That's
For
good.
sure.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So once again, I want to remind everybody or apologize if the video is choppy. We're dealing with internet issues. That's why we're dealing with a different camera setup.
Yep.
So bear with us. We'll
It
work it out.
doesn't look bad on the TV. Like a little delay, but it doesn't look choppy.
Well,
Looks good.
That's good. Hopefully the audio is great.
Yeah.
It's just the bad juju. I don't know why there's some Indian burial ground here or something. But
It's an old building.
yeah,
here.
so in the house we've got all of IRC Media.
Yeah.
We got Rondell, we got Vince from TGI Now to the Point. We got Kelly, who's gonna be coming out with Back in the Day.
Kelly Jackson,
Kelly Jackson, Back in the Day.
podcast.
Which is like a pioneer farming type deal. So
Yep.
we got to get her up and going, and Joseph and Ish and all
Joseph,
that. So
Yep.
who do you want to bring in first, John?
I think I want to bring in. We got. We'll do the AI deepfake stuff.
All right,
so
Vince
we'll do
likes that.
You guys want to stick around for that?
Vince likes
Well,
it.
you
I
got
can
some
stick
people
around.
lined up.
What's that?
You got some people lined up.
Yeah, well, I was going to bring on my brother Rich.
Go ahead, bring on
Rich.
Come on.
Where's Rich?
You want your seat, John, over here?
Yeah.
What's that?
You want your seat?
Hey, Rich.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'll stay here. Yeah.
But before I go, don't forget to give us that like and give us that subscribe.
Where's he going? Oh, forget, he's on the phone now, so forget it. Brother Rich is.
Who else you want to bring in?
So forget that.
You want to get into it?
Huh?
They're going to do AI topic.
AI?
You want to do AI? All right. All right, Joanne.
All right.
So
let's test your knowledge.
So yeah, a lot of people that are listening in the audience and are here in the Filthies wanted to talk about what the effects of AI right now is. Oh, thank you. What the effects of AI right now with these deepfake videos. You don't know what's true, what's real. I know you do a lot of research on stuff, Joanne, and things, and then you wonder if it's real or not.
It's really hard to tell what's real or not because when AI first came out, you could almost tell with the mouth and the facial expressions, but it's gotten so good now that you can't really tell sometimes. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, you got to look really close, and even then, sometimes, like you said, some of it, it's completely 100% believable.
Yeah.
have a conversation with you now. You know, there's kids that are committing suicide because they've been talking.
I just saw something about that.
Yeah, they've been talking to AI, and AI is telling it what to do.
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I just you have to discern for yourself what's real and what's not. Just like these grok videos and these other things. Memes of people and all that, and it looks so creepily real that like you're just like, wow, that's like so weird that it looks that real to that person. It's like nuts.
You know, Elon Musk had warned us about it, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
that AI is rapidly moving so quickly that it's going to surpass the human.
We don't have to think about 2-3 years. It's already dangerous now. Because we're saying they can put out videos, they put out pictures, they put out documents. For sure.
Yeah. Speaking of Elon, I watched something where he was talking about in the next 10, 15 years that he thinks most people are not even going to work. There's going to be no need for jobs.
I agree.
Everybody's going to be sitting at home, and AI is going to do everything.
I agree.
I don't understand personally how that's going to work if nobody has a job. So if we,
it's called depopulation.
Right. But how are we going to decide who gets the $1 million house and who gets the $200,000 house if AI is doing all the work?
Well, that's it. They just want you all to live.
They don't want you to have that.
They want you to live with nothing. Housing already is getting to be so unaffordable that they keep selling these.
Oh, there you go.
These what do you call the 21 wheel trucks? Those big tank things, the crates. They keep buying homes and making them into crates. So they're moving us into smaller things so that they can pack us in. And then you've got depopulation because you can't feed all these people that aren't doing anything. And changing our food chain to insects and chemicals.
It's like those, and then that's where the inner cities come in, where you don't even have to go anywhere. You could just be right in your house, or it could be like a cruise ship.
They want to make it a world for the elite.
That's how you live.
They want to make it the elite, a world that's meant for the elite to live. AI will do everything, so what do they need people like us for anymore?
I mean, have you guys seen that Tesla robot? What is it called?
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen some videos.
Will only be useful as slaves.
Well, that's what part of the 15-minute city stuff is about. Is even you see, here in Florida, they're just little cities that are got the little Taco Bell, the little bank, the little KFC, the little Starbucks, and then you got the apartment complexes all around them, and you don't have to go far, and you just you can walk and all that.
You get on the elevator brings you down and up to whatever floor you need to go to.
Right.
You need to go to the top floor to go to the pool. You have a community pool there.
You go downstairs to the salon. There's a salon downstairs.
There's a barber. There's a shopping center. There's a bank.
All right there.
Everything that you need is right there at your fingertips from the elevator.
When you really think about it, everything's so advanced. Remember when they were trying to create, the goat? They created another goat, identical goat. Out of your DNA, they'll do that. They'll start testing to see who the perfect human being is. All these crazy ideas. But Hollywood has made all these movies, and to me, Hollywood is always advertising what's coming in the future. So they've already had movies about creating the perfect human being, where they take your DNA, and if you have anything wrong with it, well, they're not going to keep you. They don't keep you around.
Exactly. No, that's what the Georgia Guidestones were all about, keeping the population down from 500 million and below to keep it. That's enough people on the planet. 500 million. That was it. That's what they wanted to get us down to. Is that amount?
Why do you think they got rid of the Georgia Guidestones?
It's funny you were talking about earlier how they only need us as slaves. It almost reminds me of the Matrix, where they're just going to put us all in this capsule and they're just using us for energy to run AI.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's basically what we just talked about the AI and the deep fakes. That they're using us to run the AI, to be part of that system. They feed it its energy. We feed it its energy by giving it to us. We give it our life force energy.
Right.
Going to work and then going home, go to sleep, then get up, do the same thing. You live the same loop. They suck your life force energy away to where you just can't even function anymore.
Pretty soon they won't need that anymore.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
they just need you for body heat, I guess.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. You know?
Yeah, because it can build itself. I mean, they're building robots that look like people and even have flesh-like skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
just like Terminator.
yeah,
Right.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
How long ago was that? What was that, the 80s?
Yeah, 84 is when it came out. That's 42 years ago.
Like I said, Hollywood is always advertising what they already know.
Yeah, you know, you could look at it like that. It's predictive, whatever, or it's just like, is it a coincidence that came along, or is it it's a warning of this danger,
Well, it's subliminal messaging through the movies because Hollywood has connections into our government because government uses Hollywood to brainwash us. So they work hand in hand.
Yeah, the CIA has their hands in Hollywood.
Programming, they're programming you subconsciously. That's what it comes down to. So you just you learn to accept it. You just deal with it and you accept it. You're like, oh, okay, this is the future, I guess. We're like evolving. This is great. Just like AI with the whole ChatGPT. It looks like you're evolving, but then you're really not.
Well, it's dumbing you down because you want to write a letter and you go, oh, well, let me go to ChatGPT and see if it does it better for me.
Yeah.
And it does it better for you. And you're like, well, you get used to that. And you're like, well, I'm just going to give it some bullet points and let it write the whole thing for me.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's like some of the YouTubers I watch. They'll apologize. Hey, I didn't make a video for a week. I couldn't get my Chat GPT to work yesterday, so I couldn't make my video because they use it to write everything.
Well, and that's just like with research too. Now you go into Chat GPT, and the scary thing is that it's getting its information from other information on the internet. So it's going to focus on the information that it thinks you're leaning towards.
Yeah.
So if you've talked to it long enough and presented yourself, let's say, as a left crazy person, it's going to lean that way to give you some answers.
So I still think, though, even if you're not, just like they're forcing the media, forcing mostly the left agenda into every channel, what if they're using stuff like Chat GPT to slowly start changing your mind to the left also?
Yeah, that's possible. Well, they do that through messaging anyway. You know how you can go from station to station to station to station, and they're all saying the exact same three lines.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
That's repetitive messaging through every station because every time the person turns the channel, they're like, "Oh, they said it too, so it must be real."
You heard it 50 times. It must be true.
I stay off that stuff. I have a flip phone, so I keep things minimal. You
still have an iPad, so.
Well, I know, but
That's
I don't know what Chat GTP really is.
Well, it's just an app that you would just use, and you would just ask it questions, and it tells you what to do and how to do it, and it'll write it for you. It'll make a meme of your face for you.
I've never used it, but I know about it.
Yeah.
I have no interest in using AI or using Chat GPT.
Well, and it's watching you all the time. You know how you're talking about stuff and then your phone gives you a commercial?
Yeah.
I can just imagine Chat GTP is taking every aspect of your conversation with it and just compiling it in somewhere and feeding it somewhere.
I can be talking about needing to buy a new grill, and next time I go on Facebook, there's a new grill. Click here.
There you go. You got it. Sold.
There's no privacy. They don't want us to maintain individuality, to have the freedom to think for ourselves. The less you exercise your mind, the easier it is for you to just fall in line.
Yep.
It
is. You're being told what to do.
That kind of rhymed.
That was pretty good. Put that on your shirt. Put that on your shirt.
Little inspiration from Dr. Seuss there.
That's funny. That's too funny. All right. I think we got pretty much through all that, the deep fake. We talked about a little bit about 15-minute cities. Let's bring Tony on. Can we do that? Yeah. Let's see if she wants to come on.
Tony Ray.
Tony Ray, yeah. Here she comes. There she comes. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Where we go one, we go all.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. That's awesome.
Hi, everybody.
How you
Hey,
doing?
Tony, it's
Good
nice to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Living the dream.
Right? You are.
You know, it was a nightmare, but now it's
Now
a
it's a
dream.
dream, yeah.
And it's all doing good, man.
Well, everything's going to be
Did I
great.
need to put these on?
Yes, if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah. The best
That
is
way
yet,
maybe
the
I
best
won't
is
be
yet to
so-
come. There you go.
There you
It's
go.
all working out. So we talked about earlier the birthright movie. So let's get into
Yes.
that a little bit. I think Joanne will be interested in this too. It might be a good podcast for you guys to do together.
Yes, I was telling her about
Yeah.
that. I am a member of AMG, which is American Meeting Group. And the woman, the director and the producer, she did it all, for the Birthrights movie is fantastic. It's about 2.5 hours long.
Wow.
It's not Democrat, it's not Republican, it is straight what rights God gives you and how every political party wants to take it away. These are unalienable rights. It doesn't matter what anybody says, they're yours from God, and nobody can take it away. Plain and simple.
Our natural birthright.
That's right. I am going to be having a view party on this. I would like to, anybody that would like to come to this viewing, it's $15 for a ticket, and maybe you want to sign up through John or, get a hold of me.
Do you have like a website they can go to sign up?
I do not, but I can give you my phone number and Tony Ray, TONIRAY 64
I'm glad you guys were
at
here.
mac.com. And my phone number is 954-695-7277. Please feel free to call me, and I will make sure that I reserve you a seat. I don't know when it's going to be yet because I need to get some people on the list. But I'm telling you, when you watch this, it's the best $15 you're going to spend because you're going to realize what your rights are and how they've been taken away from you. You used to be able to cut people's hair. You used to be able to go hunting and fishing, which I do because I'm sovereign and you can't stop me from doing that. But all these people now have to have licenses and registrations. No, you don't. Those are unalienable rights that God has given you. You have the right to collect water, food, hunt, fish without being taxed. They've taken a privilege or right and turned it into a privilege and taxed it.
Driving, same thing with driving. and all
Yeah,
that.
I don't drive, I travel. And I've spent 2 nights in jail
I
now.
know. Happy.
And that rotten bitch
Who,
of a judge,
who was it? Don't say, don't
Kelly
say, don't-
somebody, some
Yeah, don't
fat
bother. Yeah, that's all right.
blonde.
That's all right. Don't say
That's
it.
all right.
That's all right.
Her time's coming. Her time's coming. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
She,
So I like your idea. That's good that you want to do a viewing party. That's
Yes.
kind of part of what we do here is to get people together and then we'll be able to want to come and see what you're talking about. Obviously, you're talking to people over there that are new. And thank you for coming and being here. This is what we want to do is to bring this type of opportunity for people to speak their truth and inform people.
absolutely.
So, I like
you
the
should
idea.
also know
Yep.
that the Chinese have been and are still sending women into this country to get pregnant, live here, have an American child. They go back to China, get brainwashed into all their wills, and then they're American children 20 years from now running for our political office.
Oh yeah, well that's happening with Islam
Israel's
as well.
doing it. No, Israel's doing it too. I wouldn't. Islam. I mean, you can say what you want. We're just being divided. That's it.
That's right. You're absolutely
divide
right.
And conquer and infiltrated.
Yeah.
Well, you
From
have to
within.
divide our nation so that you can take it down.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You
can't- if we're not divided, we're strong.
Well,
and
it does that though because people were all about this halftime show. Like, I want to see Bad Bunny now. I would go see the, CPUSA and
Yeah.
Kid Rock, even though he's a pedophile himself. they all belong to the same club, and they're dividing us. And
Yeah, that was pretty sad. I heard there were men grinding on the stage, and I'm like, well, people take their kids to that.
I know.
Like,
well, no, I mean, the commissioner of football is, saying, well, it's, I'm promoting worldwide football. But
He's a liar.
Yes, and they still have their agenda. Usually those shows are satanic.
Yeah.
They're usually, there's always symbolism.
Well, Eddie said on the
Spanish.
He said
heard it too.
He said it was slang. Eddie said it.
I heard. I know some Spanish.
No, Eddie called it out right away. He was like kind of casting a spell through the chanting.
Yeah,
he was calling it chanting, and I was like, oh, that's nice. So that's why I didn't watch it. So
words are very powerful, and they know that.
Exactly.
That's why they use them.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
and you mix them up with music and some moving around.
Put the right frequency in there that makes everybody mean
That's
and
right,
nasty.
because we all are on a frequency.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
And they want people getting angry over, I'm not, and yelling at bartenders for putting on the, bad money. I mean,
it was bad.
I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. Yeah, that's coming to an end soon too, because we know what goes on at the Super Bowl.
Well, it's also
they're
scripted.
And they're trafficking to they do a trafficking that day with kids and all that. It's all been like right under our noses, and that's what wants me to bring into the next topic. So you done with the sovereign? Good, or can we do some more?
Yeah, sure. No, we'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, you explained it pretty good.
The Birthrights movie. I think I'm going to be showing it in the Sebastian North Library, unless someone has a nicer
we'll
house.
Think about it. Yeah, well, we might be able to come up with something. Yeah, that'll be good. So I just want to get into the next topic that you had we put on here was the Q and the QAnon and the resurgence of that. Obviously, it's coming into the mainstream now. I've been paying attention to it for a minute. I don't talk about it a lot, because. Thank you. Awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's cute.
We're gonna get a picture for that. That's
Absolutely.
But I do understand it, and the main reason why I understood about the Q and the QAnon and the Q and QAnon. There's no anons. There's Q and then there's anon.
That's right. It's two words.
Yeah. So Bill Cooper in the book Behold the Pale Horse, he mentioned that he had Q clearance in that book. And so when I was reading that book, and that book came out in 1991, that's what cued me on, no pun intended, that something was going on with higher military intelligence, because he had it and he put it in his book to let people know that I saw things that you don't want to know, you don't want to realize what's going on. So explain it a little bit,
the Q is just like the cabal, where the cabal train their children and so on. Q is the same way, that when this originally started with John F. Kennedy, Q was engaged or birthed, or however you want to say it, to make sure that this would never happen to one of our presidents again. If you go look at an aerial view of John F. Kennedy's grave, you'll see a Q. Yeah. Also with Princess Diana's grave, an aerial view, you'll see another Q. And those men or women, probably men in 63, started. They are also training their children to be Q clearance and training them as they get older. So,
that's interesting.
It's really neat. And then Q plus is the civilians. The civilians are the plus, like Donald Trump. It's Q plus. Anytime you see Q plus, DJT's in the mix.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. And then before Q came into not existence, came into this reality. They had a little program before that. It was called Cicada 3301.
Cicada 3301.
And
I never heard that one.
It started on 4chan, where Q started. For this episode, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it because I haven't gone down the rabbit hole. There's also a movie called Cicada 3301, which I haven't seen. I just learned about this in the last.
So Tony, who is Q?
Yeah.
Q is all 6 branches of your government: Air Force, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, all of them, every one, and then a few individuals like Donald Trump, like John F. Kennedy Jr., like Robert Kennedy, that are a part of that. But it's mainly all military.
So when we're listening to Q, is that an AI voice or is that somebody actually talking?
You don't listen to Q. You only read what Q says.
They're typed
They're drops.
and drops
Communication.
in a communication.
Yeah.
They're like military comms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you hear the word or the letter 17, that tells you it's straight from the military. Anytime you see mirrors like 47 and 74, it's mirrored. That's a comm from the military. Anytime you see double ones, double twos, that's also a comm, as well as before that, that's the universe talking to you. The universe is trying to show you something. When you look and you see double ones or doubles too, something in the universe is trying to tell you, pay attention. You know, your mom wants to talk to you, maybe your dead child or whoever, whatever the situation may be for you. But it's really
That's
amazing.
Deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. Well,
Yeah,
Jordan Clark, who we've had on the show before, he goes deep into that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you follow him and watch his little reels, he'll kind of cue you up, or he'll tee you up the drops to how they match up.
Yeah.
So it's it's interesting. I mean, I don't subscribe to everything that happens with it because I know it's an information drop, so you have to discern for yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
If it makes sense to you, like, oh, they said this was going to happen in 2018 and now it's happening. How did they know that? Like, that's kind of weird. They kind of matched up almost on the same exact day.
Because it's planned.
Because
it's all a
planned
movie.
out. So it's a movie, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're watching a scripted scenario play out. What it basically starts to play in your head. You're like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense.
You know, when
It's wild. Yeah.
when Cicada 3301 started on 4chan, it started the same year, 2012. What year did Trump get into office? 2017.
16.
Well, he got elected in 16.
But he didn't get
Right.
inaugurated until
It's a 17.
2012, Truth Social is where they went and put a legal name for it.
True Social, yeah.
Turning Point USA was also
2012.
Yep, and that's when Cicada 3301
I'll have
started.
to look that up.
And what they did, they were looking, they put a game out on 4chan, and they put a barcode in Miami, a barcode in Italy, a barcode in Canada, or wherever, and you had to go and find those barcodes. But the only way you could do that if you were really good deciphering things on the computer. They then hired those people that are now running.
So you have to like break a code to figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah, then they wanted to get the best people out there, and they started with 4chan, putting a little game out there. Who can play this game? And the ones that won are probably working for our government now, or definitely are.
Wow, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of research, but sometimes it pieces it together and you kind of figure out what the hell's going on.
Absolutely.
Well, Tony, thank you so much for coming on. That was
I love being here, man. I love what you guys do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah.
I'd love to see anybody at the
we'll try to
Birthrights
collaborate.
movie.
Yeah, we'll try to collaborate on that and see if we can put something together.
That'll be great.
Kind of promote it and find a place to do it. So even in Vero and Savannah. So,
What month are you looking to do that?
if I could do it tomorrow, I would, but I can't do it without people. So ASAP.
So depending on how much you got signed up for it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about it afterwards. Yeah,
Sounds
so we'll
good.
do that.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
God bless.
All right. And then we're going to go on to, so we got that one. We did, so you guys want to come on? You and Nick want to come on? Together? Which one are you doing? You guys can do the 15-minute city, or you can do the reptilian. One or the other. We can do both. Yeah. Let's have him one? All right.
Yeah, have them come on.
You can go on.
I'm good. I didn't really said nothing.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of move in a little bit. And get someone else in.
Yeah.
Eventually, because we're running out of time. Karaoke.
I know. So
Eventually.
Rondell, what's up?
What it do?
Turn this way.
I'm up here with It's
There
the
you go.
Shit.
There's
It's
it.
the Shit. How we doing? How we doing?
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you
Good to
guys.
see you, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Remember my brother Al?
What it do?
Yes,
What
sir.
it do?
How you doing, bub?
Very
What
well.
happened to your?
Yeah, you got a little.
Something dumb.
Got a little.
What's that?
Something dumb.
Something dumb.
Very dumb. Always something dumb.
Oh boy.
All right, so
I've done that.
you guys wanted to get into 15-minute city, right? You said that, and then Rondell had the reptilian symbolism. So we can like swing into both if you want, but let's. I mean, we've talked about 15-minute cities on our podcast.
So that's actually something I want to learn about more. I just want to hear what it is, how it describes out, what it looks like, what the application of it is, what the ramifications of it are. The reptilian thing, that's
Rondell's thing. Pull your mic up just a little bit to your face. There you go, right there.
Good to go?
Yeah, perfect. Right. Yep. Well, 15-minute cities, I mean, you can see them going up everywhere now because when you go into a small city in Florida, you see all these little Taco Bells and all these little Starbucks and all these apartments coming around the bend and all. It kind of keeps you in a grid, basically. Same thing in like the bigger cities like Fort Lauderdale, Miami. They're building these high rises that have everything in them. Yeah. They want you to be able to not be able to be mobile anymore. It's what it comes down to. It's just control. Being on the control grid with like electric cars. Electric cars can only go so far. Right, you can shut them off if you wanted to. So it kind of reels in your ability to roam.
That's something I actually saw something recently about there. Implementing like fail safes in cars so they can turn them off. Low jack for every car produced. So I'll give you that. That was my big argument. I like to travel, so why would I want a car that tells me when it's going to stop?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, in England, they're going to charge you for leaving if you leave the city. Like in England, for their 15-minute city, you'll be charged to leave your 15-minute city.
Well, I mean, that's how getting into New York and Chicago is now.
It's going to really scare you. They'll probably do the same.
Paying $30 to go to work.
You can't go nowhere.
They'll say it's like $90 in England. That's the setup there.
$90 to leave the city?
Yeah, just to leave that 15-minute city. It's like, it's a beginning. It makes you not,
So about 50 minutes, like everything is within your disbursement.
Yeah,
that's what it means. Yeah. But I mean, is that not like what we want, though, in a lot of ways?
No, we've never been Hunger Games. Hell no,
I agree. Why would we want that?
Listen, have you ever seen a Hunger Games movie? It's some weird shit. You can't go into a certain part of the city. You can't do certain things unless you have the money.
I don't mean the exclusion. I mean the capability to. I don't have to drive across a town. There's a second Publix next to me, or there's a second Taco Bell.
They make it seem like they're giving you amenities. Like, oh, it's a good thing that we have all of this here for you.
But these are all market research. Those businesses spend millions of dollars to look into something because the people want it there.
To keep you trapped in it. We're bringing on only products that will make them say, hey, we don't have to go anywhere. Then we got everything they need right here. They don't need to go anywhere. It's the same thing they did with projects.
Yeah.
Just like the project. Yeah. We keep them in this spot, give them everything they need. They're not going to ask for that.
But so then, that's where the ramifications come to it. Like in the projects, you give them everything they need, and then you immediately stop what's coming in. You close every business you can, and you watch what happens.
All these other little businesses die out around the city.
As soon as that outside influence money stopped, it comes to crumble. So I get that. It's like a dispossession of the local.
It is basically a new kind of gentrification.
I want to Taco Bell because I like Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, you have to have an even balance of local businesses as well to mitigate that, even in let's say like a Manhattan.
Because you're going to have everybody mixed in. There's not going to be just one class of people in these buildings.
When you get us to you look at like a Tokyo or Hanoi and places like that where they're like really crammed and not quite what we see a lot here. Is we're getting the smaller. Some people do like living like that. Some people want the non-aestheticism. That's becoming really popular again.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see where we are being shuttled into these.
What it
is there a way to show me like a directive purpose that we're trying to get more people to move into these bigger cities instead of quite the opposite? We're trying to get people to move out of them and get the wealthiest people to live in
young people want to live there. It's perfect for the young people that are 18 now to early mid-20s. And they're going to leave the city. And they're going to leave to they'll pay that fee to go where they want and then come back. But after a while,
it's going to get old.
It's going to get old, and they're not going to want to pay it. If they're not making the money, they want or living the lifestyle they want to live.
So outside of the open question, so outside of like societal pressures for like, I want a gas station here or the 43rd mattress store in Vero Beach, Florida, all the other market research that goes into putting these businesses there, what forces do you guys see that it's the shepherding us into the holes?
Well, I think like Richie said, it's convenience. It just makes things easier for your life. Everything's right there. You don't have to go far.
The seller's just going to be convenient.
You're selling me something I want. At that point. If it's convenience, you're selling me what I want.
Exactly.
I look at like the BlackRock or Vanguard, the Chinese companies buying out masses of land, and that's pushing us to these cities.
100%.
Do you see their mechanisms in our country from our higher ups or richer people that are directly doing that? Not giving us the option, but actually leading us to the slaughterhouse itself.
Yeah. I think it might be the reptilians. I don't know.
I think we have it happening here in town. If you see, like, when's the last time you've been through 45th in Gifford, where the manors are?
Yeah.
You see that ditch is filled in now?
Yeah.
Next hurricane, that's all condemned.
Yeah.
The next hurricane that comes through,
because there's no relief water.
There's no release on the water now.
And now they can buy
So who's
more
going to come back and buy it? Everybody's going to get moved right across the street where they're building those big ass apartments that have a fucking subway, Publix, everything.
And they're going to have a pool and a nice this and a nice that. They're going to make it everybody in there.
Yeah, that one Indian River Boulevard right there. That's a perfect example of a 15-minute city
That's
type
exactly
setup.
what they're going to do. So, I mean, like, I don't see it up here. Like, I just haven't personally seen it up here, but again, I'm from South Tampa, where I'm from. It's completely, it's not what I remember.
No. But this is what they're doing here with those apartments on,
This shit going to be crazy.
on Indian River Boulevard. That's what they're doing. They're putting these little apartments there, and it's convenient. It's close to the hospital.
They're out 62. They're starting them out 60.
Just look at Miami, and then look, it might be like this one day. Not like Miami in 20 years.
So, like, this is where I look at. I was 23 when I moved up to Seattle. I've known this guy since then. I was 23 when I moved up to Seattle. My rent was $2,800 a month to live with 14 other people in a house. I had a 9.5 by 12-foot room.
Wow.
If I wanted to park at my own house or on the curb of my house, it was $240 a month to pay for my car.
Wow.
I wanted nothing to do with the car. I didn't want to drive. Because if you had to go, say, Roy and Republican, which is downtown, the first time I went to get gas in Seattle, driving to Seattle up I-5, I stopped to get gas. That 1.5 block radius I had to turn around because it's all one ways took me an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? To go spend $5.50 on gas.
Right. Jesus.
So I immediately sold my car. Didn't want anything to do with cars, but it's like the amenities were there.
Exactly.
I had a dumpling spot across the house. I could eat all day for $20.
Exactly.
I had every type of restaurant around me. It was wonderful. I had museums around me. I had
everything. Culture. They did everything.
It's nice, but some people don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't see the direct ramification. I do see a lot of gentrification, which I think what we're talking about. But like the sheltering part is, I don't see us getting to Tokyo, where they're like, oh no, we have too many people. You guys are now the problem. Doesn't matter how hard you work. Here's your slot.
Yeah, no, I don't see that, but I see it.
That's socialism.
Yeah, you don't want that either.
And what did Japan just announce? We're turning our asses backwards. Where we're not dealing with this no more. We're breaking away from China. So human life matters again, not the system.
There you go.
Hey, take a win where you can get one, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. That's right. True story. We got Eddie in the house too. We got Eddie from TGI Now podcast, the preacher, right?
Eddie showed up.
Right?
We know about him.
Right? We know about him. We know about Rondell, right? We got my brother Rich here. We got about a half hour in, and I see Chris here I see Steve here, and his brother from Stone's Clones is here too. Nice.
They're thinking about them reptiles, baby.
So got here a little late.
Like to wrestle gators.
Right? Yeah. He's got his shirt on too. Look at that. His shirt's popular, man. You're going to be walking around public seeing these shirts everywhere. Right?
He said Rondell saw my shirt with all these Sasquatch on it and skipped right over that question.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's funny. Rich, you want to get Steve to come on because he just got here?
Yeah, no, we got the same time.
Yeah. Steve,
what's your next up?
you want to come on?
Yeah.
Reptiles and symbolism.
We're doing reptiles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Steve, you want to come on? Yeah. Yeah, we got Steve in the house. Yeah, Stone's
Cobra head.
Clone.
Is that the Cobra head?
Yeah,
I've been wondering forever what that
There he is. You've been busy working. You been busy?
Morning, Steve.
He's like he's busy.
You got to shut the mic.
We don't got to share the chairs, Steve.
Right.
Come on. All right, fellas.
What's up, buddy? Yeah, he was bought the inaugural shirt.
I did buy it.
Yeah, he had the inaugural.
With every penny.
Right.
So what's on the plate tonight?
How you doing, bud?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Glad you could make it.
Thank you. It's busy time.
I know. I hear you there, brother. It's Valentine's coming up. That's why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big Valentine's wedding or something, right?
Valentine's. I was over at the Windsor's house today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You were over there in the reptilian area.
Yes, I was in the heart of it today.
That works out perfect.
I was in the courtyard.
Right on time, baby. Right on time.
Right? So, yeah, that was our next topic.
I was setting up for a memorial service. Someone died over there suddenly.
That's not good.
That happens all the time over there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
In Windsor, too?
An owner.
Oh, boy. Yeah. See?
She got a picture of her and Chucky on the kitchen table.
Wow.
So they're close.
They're close. That's interesting. Yeah. Nephilim spirits are getting zapped.
I was using my protective cloak in there the whole time. I didn't want to get infiltrated.
Right? Yeah, so that's interesting. So, yeah, that's why we're getting into reptilian symbolism in pop culture.
What a coincidence.
Which you know a lot about that because you're in a band, you're a musician, and you've seen some stuff, and we've seen some symbolism in some of these concerts and all the crazy stuff, right, Rondo?
Right, the
I've
Rolling
seen some crazy. Yeah, you want to hear a crazy story?
Go ahead.
One night, when I first started making music, me and David took me to this guy's fucking house, to this guy's studio, big ass studio, enormous studio. This guy came out and he had a book that looked like it was made of skin.
Dude. Oh man.
His lyrics were wrote in a book that looked like it was. Am I lying?
Called me David.
Wow. Am I lying?
Not live.
Dang.
Bro,
There was some weird candles in there. That was the whole thing.
When the guy walked into the room.
You remember the ram's head behind the shroud?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He went to go into the shroud where the studio was.
And there's like a fucking ram head just like hiding behind the wall. I was like, that's been there the whole time. Like just hiding behind the wall.
So to protect ourselves, we only recorded 3 songs that night.
Yeah.
That's
We're planning on doing a bunch, but
that was right next to the graveyard, Fort Pierce.
Right next to a behind the graveyard.
Yeah, right behind the graveyard. Dude, when we went to go move that, what you missed me walking away, he went to go move the thing where they have the mic to record, and there was a gigantic ram's head there. It was like, oh.
Black. And the ram was black.
Well, apparently
I was like, what the fuck?
They're burning the statue of Baal.
Yeah, they burned it.
In Iran.
Yeah.
So what's that all about?
They said that they're tired of the satanic symbols.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you, in LA, I seen right where the wax museum is. Behind that, there's an escalator. If you go up at the top of that escalator, nobody's allowed to go up there. They have security that'll tell you, hey, go back down, nobody's allowed up. But if you get to look over the side of that, you see this big-ass statue of Baal, like with his hands doing that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this thing is huge, like Statue of Liberty, like a little Statue of Liberty, right behind that shit. I was like,
so, Steve, tell us about the Rolling Stones. We're going to say about
the symbol of the Rolling Stones is the mocking tongue.
Oh, okay.
So there you have it. I mean, they're probably the number one satanic band.
Wow, are they really?
I would think so. I mean,
and you're in a clone band,
and I am in. Wow. And I regurgitate that.
Wow. What's your main like? What other stuff do you it resembles them? What other things or what clues like?
Goat's Head Soup. I mean, almost every album has a reference. But it's not only them; it's all of them.
I know.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
And the Bad Bunny halftime show was complete,
full of symbolism.
Symbolisms and a slap in the face to the good old boys of the country, the American populace.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the entire thing was in Spanish. It was weird. Weird.
Yeah. Even the Lady Gaga when she sang that song, and she did it like in a different way, and I was like, what is that? Like she basically ruined the song. Like she's ruining her song. Like it didn't make any sense.
Did you notice that?
I'll walk outside, get some to eat, take care of something.
Did you notice the Green Day
for football? Baby.
Green Day opened up, and their song was "American Idiot."
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was just to get people riled up.
Wow.
I would say from what Green Day's done recently, it was very took back. But yeah, I saw that like the pregame. I saw them play, but I've watched Janet Jackson's nipple or Prince, whichever one came after. Like, all right, you won Prince in the rain, screaming. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Time to go get more chips for real. That's it.
Yeah, it's harvesting energy. Obviously, I mean, you're being subconsciously programmed, whether you know it or not, by watching it.
So why is the reptile evil?
Why is it evil?
Why? Lions are in all types of symbolism. You can put flames behind a lion, it looks bad. It's Lion of Judah, right? Mm-hmm. I'll give you the Luciferianism, the snake, and all these things. It's like, what makes it innately evil?
I think it's the like they say that it's
the reptile brain is a part of our brain.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
No,
it piques something innately inside of us that
absolutely
you can't even explain.
I agree.
I am saying that they hide a lot of. This is where my experience does go. They hide a lot of really ugly things under really bright banners, right? And it gets you detracted on this. But how much is it like is symbol of Baal, the symbol of Asmodeus, any of this as above so below type stuff? That's rams. You know what I'm saying? Those were the counter influences of the Jewish sacrifices. They were the tarnished sacrifices. It wasn't until like the post-Egyptian interaction where the snake actually got with the reptile because of Amun-Ra, the great master manipulator. We're talking about hundreds of years into Christianity before they ever viewed the snake as like a...
No, I agree. Yeah.
First, the artificial snake. Yeah. That's my point. So how do we just not know that it's... how much of it is manipulation or the bright banner covering shitty things? And how much of it is just like when you see a snake, you're drawn very close to it or very far away from it. Nobody feels in between on snakes, right?
True.
Like you'll handle a snake or you can't be in the same room as a snake.
It's a cold-blooded predator, and a lot of like you said, the reptilian brains. It's mixed. There's a hybrid. I believe that if there is a reptilian race of some sort, they're hybrids or hybrids with human and reptilian. Combination.
This goes to the Mozart effect. By when you're experiencing music and you make the brain kind of redundant in a way, you send it to a very primitive state. It's far easier to coax, manipulate, or just enrage, invigorate, however you want to say it, to sway somebody's emotions, stuff like that. Yeah. So I see it, but that's the same as me watching two cheetahs hunt on a Nat Geo channel. It's like how much of this is known
I think it goes back biblically with Adam and Eve and the snake. I mean, Eddie talks about this on our TGI Now podcast about the snake and the deception, and then he ended up getting on two legs, and it became the reptilian that deceived Adam and Eve. So that's like the symbol for that, and it's in the Bible. I mean, it is in there about the reptilian. So and Eddie had a hard time with that too.
Step on the heads of the forever.
So, I mean, I think it goes hand in hand that way with that, and then the mix of the DNA. Because remember, the Nephilim spirits, like we talked about before, they came down and mated with the women, and they joined their DNA, and that's why God
DNA is one of the biggest things with this whole satanic cult thing. That's their whole thing, finding out how to clone the
that's where you get like I don't know where y'all's opinions are, and I don't have one on it, but like the adrenochrome and stuff like that, harvesting something out of somebody that we can't produce ourselves. Like the whole soil and green thing, right? But as that's where I come into the concourse of like depopulation. If you need us to survive, the vampire is killing us out is Blade 3, and it was a really dumb idea. That's why everybody hated the movie. You're going to kill all the humans. What the fuck are you going to eat?
You're right. But again, like you said, they're feeding on the adrenochrome.
No, she made a comment earlier about perfecting human races, and we just had 4 or 5 more nations besides the Scandinavian ones about generating pure people. It's eugenics, no matter how you look at it, by removing the Down syndrome gene. It's the hybrids. There is an alien technology, if there is a foreign or a prehistoric technology, absolutely within belief. Whether they pre-surmise it. But again, my question is, what I want to get to is not where it's represented. It's where it's represented now. Is it used because it creates a reaction, or is it used because of the manipulation mechanism?
I think it's both.
And I think you guys are going to go forward more to a manipulation tactic.
Well, I think it's both.
What was the Astro World event where they're showing literally you go into something and all that stuff?
They're harvesting loose energy, just like they did with the Super Bowl. Every country, first time ever, every country broadcast the Super Bowl. So it was in every country. So they were harvesting loose energy throughout the whole world for the first time using this bad money guy. So it's your choice whether to feed into it or not, because you're going to get programmed by it, because it's subconsciously programming your mind whether you know it or not.
That's exactly what
and that's where I think that's where it comes from. So they harvest that energy.
I wonder how much of it though is when people started making rap music, they didn't think it was going to be used as a part to tool
in the
a
beginning.
generation.
Yeah, every time it's always corrupted eventually.
The 19-year-old Rondell Benton didn't think that this would be a ramification of this thing. So how much of it you just get caught into it? How much is it intentional? And then we have like go to Astro. It's probably the easiest one to easily point to. He rode the line intentionally of Satanism, of I'm playing the game, Lucifer, all these people. A lot of them are playing like with a really dangerous game, and it's not benefiting the people who enjoy that music.
100%.
But 90% of these people, they don't have enough control of their contract, their managers, to even make a request about what that's going to say on the back end.
Yeah.
They're talking about M&Ms in the waiting room, and I need a pack of cigarettes. They're not the laser light show guys. These laser light show guys.
I think it's the unseen realm is harvesting energy, our loose energy, by doing these satanic rituals or these whatever you want to call them, and they're using that energy to having.
I was going to say, go ahead.
Hey guys, they're using our energy. Yeah, they're harvesting our energy.
That's an interesting. I don't.
Just like the whole Epstein thing.
I see so much of the Mozart effect behind it. Music that you find comfortable mixed with the message can kind of articulate you towards whatever you want.
100%. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
I'll get your ass next time. I agree with you too much this time.
That's funny. We got to finish it up here, so I don't know how much more. Thank you, buddy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sorry, buddy. So what time is it? I don't have my phone. John, get a spot at the end. I'll come in. Okay. All right. Yeah, we might have to close up. Yeah.
7:43.
7:43. Yeah. You want to come in here? We got 15 minutes. You sure? Yeah. Sit down. Yeah. We're here. Yeah. Here. Yeah. We're talking about adrenochrome and the reptilians. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, adrenochrome. Okay. Rondell and then Steve and his brother. Yep. I talked to him before. Yeah, you know him, man. Cool. Yep. You guys finish it up. Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to discuss is a little bit off this topic, but in it. It's about the what I'm going to call the so-called aliens. Everyone thinks they're aliens because they come down from the sky, and from biblical times they've been telling people, "Oh yeah, we're from up there." I think that's what they want to tell people. I think they live in the inner Earth, under the Antarctic. According to Admiral Byrd, when he flew there, he said he saw something that led to the inner Earth. I think the sentient creatures that lived on this rock 1 million years ago went down there to avoid some kind of cosmic disaster. Yeah. And the hairy monkeys took over. But they live down there. They might be somewhat reptilian to our viewpoint, or not. But when they come around, they fly in a craft. They land and they tell these Arabs or whoever's walking around the desert, "Oh yeah, we're from those stars up there. We're from up there." Well, that's where their ship came down. But they're not going to say, "Oh, we actually live under the planet." Yeah. They could live anywhere from 2 to 3 miles deep in the crust. So that's 16,000 feet.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, I would have said that this is bullshit. But the more I think about what people say, what him and I discuss now and then, and what other people talk about, I don't think that creatures from another galaxy can fly here. It's too far. Even if they have some kind of hibernation on their craft. Yeah. I think they live here deep underground. They might have their own practical artificial sun to give them sunlight and grow whatever they need.
Well, did you ever see that video where the guy in the 50s took a the cameraman in Antarctica, and it was like green.
No, I never saw that. I'd love to see that.
That's Admiral Byrd's mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have photos from it.
And I mean, there was plant life.
He like literally, there's this big ass tunnel, and it's all ice around it, and then lush green through the tunnel. And like they knocked one of his planes out of there. Took the plane, told them to come with him. They said, "Hey, we need you to deliver this message. We can get you back to where you need to go." Because the part where he was stuck, where he is, that's a part of land that once you're in there, if your ship's stuck, you're not getting out.
Yeah.
It won't let you out. That land won't let you out.
Yeah.
They had to help them get out and told them never to return.
And look at all the reports of underwater submersibles. You know, like supposedly there's a base off of California.
They said there are like 20 of them aligning the U.S. On both sides of the U.S. There's 10 bases, 10 UFO bases.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there's one in the Bahamas.
Yes.
And it's only, you can only get it by submarine.
Yeah.
And that was built by us.
Yeah, that one's ours.
The United States.
Yeah, that's ours. But like the one off California, and then there's they've had underwater submersibles in Australia.
Right.
Like, you know, those people in Australia, they're not a bunch of big bullshitters. You get some farmer gets, oh yeah, I just saw this splash, and all of a sudden the water lights up and this thing just, and the dude's just like, hey man, it's like there's a glass of beer here. They got the guy's clearly not lying. Like and, you know.
I used to hear, when I was in the Navy, I used to hear stories about people on watch. They come upstairs and they're like, bro, I hate doing watch sometimes. Wow. Like, why? It's like, bro, y'all don't see it. Like, if you're in a certain part of the ocean, you start hearing shit. Like, it's so quiet that your brain might start playing tricks on you. So you don't know whether what you're seeing is really happening or not. It could be that dead-ass silence tricking you.
Yeah.
But then you look over on the side of the boat and you see lights coming out of the fucking water like a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You look to the guy next to you. Both of y'all know y'all can't say shit. They tell you before you go and watch.
Oh, yeah,
you see some shit out there. If you like your career, you better shut the fuck up.
Wow.
If you like your career, you better shut the fuck up. That's it.
Or you get off the ship
Fleet or Atlantic Fleet?
Atlantic.
Okay.
Or you get off the ship and you go to the bank and you got no money in your bank account.
Yep. Now, and then they pull off on you. Leave you in that country.
Yeah.
Try it. I've seen people flying jets, pilots get off the jets, and there's people waiting for you in a black helicopter in suits. I need that footage. Not hidden around.
You talk to any pilot, even commercial pilots, they'll tell you, oh yeah, it's some shit.
If you see something that's irregular, when you land, they're waiting for you.
Wow.
They're waiting. When you get down, they already wait. We need that black box. Everything you recorded, we need it.
Really?
They're not playing around. They don't want that out.
Damn.
Now, who's the man in black answer to? It's not the president.
No, nobody. The Majestic 12, for some reason, they've gone in and out for years. They do what they want. They disappear. They come in whenever something is fucking... Something they can't, that's gone too far, like that thing in Miami.
Oh, Miami. Oh, the mall. Like a year or two ago, when literally every cop car in Miami was at the mall.
At that mall, and they said, oh, it was just some kids playing around. No. What happened, they have photos of this thing on the roof.
Yep.
I don't hear about this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shut down Biscayne. The whole boulevard is done. I've never seen a police response like that in Miami for anything.
Wow.
People have robbed banks, and I've never seen it.
It's on YouTube. Look it up. Just go Miami Mall. What was like New Year's Day or
New Year's Day or something.
And I mean, there must have been 100 cop cars there. Like literally, they said it was literally every cop car on duty at the time.
It was 2 months ago or 14 months?
This is probably 14 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a couple of years ago, maybe.
No, that's like last year.
Right?
Like last year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They'll put it right in your face and say, no, it's not real. That's not real.
I remember it came and went real fast.
Yeah.
They're not talking about that.
Have you ever heard of the Mothman? Mothman in Virginia?
Absolutely.
Do you know that's the, I think Stephen King is a CIA operative. Dead ass, without a doubt. Because the way he describes it is the same way they describe the Mothman, and the Majestic 12 had to deal with that too.
Interesting.
They showed up for that too.
Do you say Flynn? What the? You said he had described Flynn?
Oh, you ever seen It by Stephen King?
No.
It's the clown, the evil clown.
Okay.
It's that. It's like basically the things that surround the Mothman are basically the same things that It did in the book.
All right.
And like it describes all this shit. I think Stephen King knows stuff just like William Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
He knew too much. Alfred Hitchcock knew way more than he should have knew to be just a Hollywood director. Right.
Yeah, well, and you look at the technology in the movies like 40 years ago. Like, I'm an old guy. I remember the original Star Trek. They had the communicator. It was the I-90 flip phone. Like that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was a flip phone. 30 years later, it's a flip phone.
Listen,
You can only know so much.
I remember in the original Star Trek, Billy Meyer was mentioned in the credits. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Do you know who Billy Meyer is? Billy Meyer is one of the first credible UFO people. He's from Switzerland. Looks like you're pulling the plug. All right, here we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. And, Johnny's going to close up the show.
Yep, go ahead.
Thanks for having us, John.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. We're karaoke's getting ready to start, so we're going to close it out. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for coming.
Don't forget
Next Thursday. Check us out on Facebook.
What a great turnout.
And all that good stuff. Yeah, we had a great turnout. So we appreciate you guys.
Steve.
Thank you.
I'm Bruce. Bruce Dale, nice to meet you, buddy. I'll get it earlier. Yeah. You guys just have such.
It should be an area as big as that unexplored. This is tremendous. There's a venture left down at the bottom of the way. Admiral, do you hope to see that? I do. Well, Admiral, would you say that this
This nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds.